Hello Flosstube, welcome to my channel Adorable Hobby. My name is Astrid and this is a space I like to share my cross stitching work. I wanted to extend a big thank you to all my new subscribers. I had a lot of subscribers. I have now over 1,400 subscribers, so thank you so much for spending some time with me. I really hope that you like what you're watching here. What I have been doing for the last 2 weeks, cleaning and putting all my Christmas things away, which was very sad. Christmas is my favorite celebration, and it's always sad for me to put everything away. So now, for the people who has been watching me, you can tell that I changed a little bit the back of my wall. I decided to combine a little bit with some of my Valentine's things with my winter things. And I actually noticed that I don't have a lot of like big winter pieces. Everything is molds. Even like I tried to stitch Snow Village and it's quite a big piece, so I decided to do them separately. Now I wish I could have done it as a one. So I'm thinking about maybe stitching something that could be a little bit bigger so I can put it on my wall as well. But anyway, that's something maybe coming throughout the year. But yeah, that's what I have been doing. And I also wanted to extend a thank you to one stitcher from Spain. Her name is Carmen. Thank you for mentioning me on your video. She just got inspired to start stitching Welcome to the North Pole from Primrose Cottage, and I'm very happy that she decided to start it this year. I finally finished it last December after quite a while. So I'm happy I'm done with that. I still need to think how I'm going to finish it, like a FFO it. But I'm glad that we can get inspired with each other. So thank you so much. And I do have 2 finishes to show you today. My first one is this one that I'm very, very happy. I finished the little penguin by Crocette a Gogo. This one has been actually my first stitch to finish and also my first FFO, so I'm very happy that this is the one, and I will show you a little bit more about it later when I flip over the camera. And I have one more, which is a small one, and it's right here. Hello Winter by Primrose Cottage. So I also decided to stitch this one to add it to my decor. And I'm planning also to stitch the other seasons as well. So let me flip the camera and start showing you what I've been working on. Okay, so my first FFO that I just showed you is this one over here, which is The Little Penguin by Crocette a Gogo. And this one, I finished it on a Swagart flax 32 count. So I'm stitching all my series of this on flax. I think it's a good fabric to show, especially the white one. So yeah, I'm really happy. Look at this cute little penguin. He's so cozy, so warm with his earmuffs, his hot cocoa, and his scarf. Actually, this scarf is the same one that is the same one for the squirrel. I stitched the little squirrel as well for autumn, and it has exactly the same green scarf. So I thought that was really cool. They're sharing the same scarf to keep warm. So yes, he's so cute. And for this one, I follow all the colors. I only change the hot cocoa cup, the mug, with for a really Tilly, yeah, from Classic Colorworks. So it can give a little bit of the variegation over here, if you could see a little bit there. Yeah, it has that light blue, kind of dark and light. And the design also has like a candy cane button attached on it, but I couldn't find actually the candy cane button. So since it has this kind of like Christmas cookies, I decided to put this cute tiny little gingerbread button that I have. I like to buy buttons when I see them, so I think it's cool sometimes that you just get something that you have from your stash instead of, you know, especially for me, until I find them and then until I get them, I'll rather just try to move on with what I have. And one little mistake I make with this one was this bird over here. I stitch him like one row lower. Yeah. So I didn't want to remove it. So I just decided to just do this one stitch for the feet instead of two as on the design. But nobody's gonna know, right? Only you. Nobody else who comes to my house will know that. So I think it still looks cute. If I can avoid removing my stitches, I will do it as much as possible. So yay. And this is the back. I actually found this fabric by accident, and when I saw it, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great for my penguins. So I bought it, and when I finished stitching, I immediately started it to make my pillow. My border, I'm leaving the borders like very simple at this moment. All the other ones as well, like the walrus for summer, the squirrel for autumn, and I already stitched also the rabbit, which is for spring. I just need to FFO it. And this penguin was my equivalent to winter. So I was planning to leave them all simple until I finish all of them, and then rethink if I would like to add something there. But what do you think? So far, I think I'm gonna leave it simple. Also, another thing that I realized is, like, of course, this penguin has more like a Christmas look, and it is a Christmas. So that Crocette Gogo has another design that it's like the fox. So I'm considering stitching the fox because I can continue stitching this series. As I said, I really have fun every time I start one of this series. So I'm considering to maybe do the fox as the winter one, and then maybe this one will be like my Christmas one. And if you watch my videos, I finished also last year the little witch, which it was for me to decorate it for Halloween. And for that one, I did put like a thread, a rickrack on the border. So I'm considering maybe if I will move this one to Christmas, maybe for this one I could add a rickrack or something to make it more Christmassy. So anyway, those are just ideas. And my second FFO that I just showed you is this one over here, which is Hello Winter from Primrose Cottage. And if you notice from the photo, of course, this was designed on blue, but I decided to switch it to pink. And I think, yeah, and actually the bird too, I changed it to brown because I think on the design is also like a blue bird. So I just decided to change it to brown. And let me show you the colors that I use. I use Week That Works for this one. And for the dark one, I use Blue Coat Red. And this one doesn't have a lot of variegation, but I do like the color of this pink. Even if you try to convert it sometimes with DMC or other flosses, it's not the same. So I went for this one for the dark part. And this one over here, which I really love, this is Hibiscus. And look at that variegation of the pink. I like this floss a lot. So I chose this one to do the light pink of the pattern. And you can maybe notice a little bit on the word winter. I think it shows really well like the variegation of the pink. So I'm really happy. You can see it also a little bit here on the scarf. Yeah, I think this part over here was supposed to be like a dark color, in my case the dark pink, but I decided to put it on the light pink just to make a little balance between here and here, since all the border is kind of like a dark it's a dark pink. So yes. And on the back, as I show you, I used this fabric over here. This is the fabric that I used to make my bag. If you watch my previous videos, I made a bag using this fabric inside. So I had some pieces still of this fabric. And I decided to put this fluffy white trim over here. I thought it was really cool. Kind of like a, you know, for winter, it gives you kind of like this warm sensation. So I thought it was a good choice. And I did like the outcome, even though I have to stitch it all inside on on the sewing machine, but it worked out. It's not that crooked, so I'm happy about it. And I did this little embellishment too. So I just put some pearls and this snowflake button and this little ribbon. I'm using these pins. Let me show you over here, which I think is good. Oh, no, here maybe. These pins, it looks very nice to just hang up things here. And then you can just kind of like pin it to have like that little embellishment attached to your pillows. I think that's a great idea. So I decided as well on that. So I think until here will be my FFOs and finishes. Okay, so for my new starts, I started it to stitch this one over here, which is Two Owls by Crocette a Gogo. And this is a design that you can only get in with cotton and twine. I mean, it's not longer available. It was only offered through the month of December. I don't know if they will plan it to release it later. That part I'm not sure. But anyway, this was the December design. So I stitched already also the 2 foxes. So that's what I'm really looking forward to stitch this design for winter. And I started it to stitch the border. I put my little symbol here. This is the right way because sometimes I get confused when I'm stitching a border. So anyway, I started it here. I did already the 2 red cardinals, so I need to finish over here. This design actually has like the white border, but I didn't stitch that on the 2 foxes, and I'm not planning to stitch it for this one either. I'm just planning to have this one as my border. So I'm planning also to FFO it as same as I did for my 2 foxes. And I'm not sure if I said it or not, but this is a Swagart 32 count summer khaki. Yes. So this is just a start with the pine cones, the berries. It has some green leaves as well that I need to add. So now that I finished my penguin, I will start focusing on this one because as I mentioned it too, Crocette a Gogo is gonna release also with cotton and twine one design for spring and another one for summer. So I will really like to have all 4 seasons stitch. So this is something you will see me stitching now. So this is my first start, and this is my second one. Let me see. This is Reindeer Games by Brenda Gervais, and this one I'm stitching it on a 32 count Swagart Country Mocha. This is a Country Mocha. And this one over here, I started this one as a part of my stitch along. So just let me show you here. I'm gonna stitch 1 ornament per month, and I'm gonna participate in the hashtag 12 in 26 ornament stitch along. And this will be the one for January. So I'm gonna keep track here of what I'll be doing for my ornaments. So right now what I know is that I'm gonna do the number 1 for January. I'm gonna do number 2 for February and number 3 for March. I'm still not sure what will be my other ornaments, but I'm planning to use this as my tracker. So yes, so this one has 3 designs as I said, and let me see if I can put it closer. I don't know if we can see it. I'm actually using a metallic color for the reindeer sweater. I don't know if, and it's a little bit shiny, but it doesn't show maybe that much here because of the light. But let me do it. Here's the thread. This is the thread that I'm using. This is a Cosmo 108. And as I said, I really love stitching with the Cosmo metallic thread because they're very, very soft. So it doesn't get tangled on my fabric, or it doesn't get stuck when you're pulling the thread. It is very easy for me to stitch with this one, just like any other thread. So this is what I'm using. So maybe on the thread you can see how much it shines. It doesn't shine that much when you stitch it. It's just briefly, but or a little bit, but I don't know. I hope you can see a little bit. So I'm planning to use this one for all the reindeer sweaters. So yeah. So up to here will be my starts, my new starts. Okay, whips. I continue working on this one, Winter Fall by Hands On Design. Let me see if I can put here what my last photo of what I stitched. And if I'm not incorrect, I completed this two over here, and some of the snow and the trees all the way up to these letters. Can you believe it? While I was doing the video, I just realized I'm still missing the two light blue dots over here. It's like this section doesn't want to be done. This part, I'm still missing the back stitching here. That's something I'm planning to add later. And yes, and I stitched this one over here. Look at these specialty stitches. Let me see if I can put it on the camera. Nice. Yes, right there. This is the double plated cross, and I had so much fun stitching. This is one of the reasons that I enjoy stitching this series. I stitched already the summer, spring, and autumn, and every design has a different specialty stitches. So that is really, really fun. Kathy recommends to use the Cotton Pearl 642. So it's a little bit thicker than the regular one, but it's like it's still very simple, and I think it gives like a nice texture to the design. So it's one way for me to keep myself engaged with my designs. So, or with my stitching, not my designs, my stitching. So yeah, so this is what I have been stitching. One of the reasons that I picked up this one was because it was one of my Whip Go numbers. So I already accomplished my my Whip Go. January was number 2 and 4. No, 2 and 7. So 7 was Christmas Moose, which I already showed it, and I completed it now with the Winter Folk. So my first Whip Go is done. So now I'm looking forward to see what will be for February. So let's see which other two numbers. So it's really fun. It's kind of like reminding you, you know, the things that you can continue stitching. So that was my first whip, and the second one that I'm in love with is this one over here. This is Waist Knot One Knot by Cross a Hands the Sea Samplers. Yes. Hands Across the Sea Samplers, sorry. So this design, as I said, I'm in love with it because it's the first time I'm doing a sampler. I'm gonna put the picture here of what I stitched last time too, and if I'm not incorrect, it should be up to the second row. So I continue on my third row all the way up to 3, 4, my fifth, kind of my sixth row. I'm on the sixth row. So I'm having lots of fun with this one. One of the things that happened to me is that I bought my silk. Let me put it here. I wanted it to show you so I could explain. So this is the thread that I bought. It's like a silk thread here in Japan. And I bought this number 612, and there was only one left, so I just decided to take it and return later to buy more. And I did. I returned last week and to buy more, and I went and bought this one, 612. But as you can see, they're slightly different. And the reason is that one thing I didn't know is that I have to check on the number of the production. It turns out that the silk could dye differently or slight differently according to them. So this is the production number 10, but this one over here is production number 7, which means the color might be slight different. I have to be honest, for me, it's not slight different. It's very different. Like if you can see here, this is kind of like a dark red, and this is kind of like a brighter red. So it's not the same, even though it's supposed to be the same. I don't know if anybody has that kind of same situation when it comes to buying silk threads, but again, it's my first experience with it, so it's just something that I learned. But I bought like 2 more of this, so I decided that I was not going to try to find, you know, production number 10. No, I just decided it to continue stitching. My sampler is waste not, 1 knot, so I'm not gonna waste my thread. They're not very cheap at all, so I just decided to continue going, even though I'm not very happy with that color change. But yeah, I have showed it to some people, including my husband. They say, okay, it's not that big different. I'm like, it is very different, but I have to keep on going. So I think I should be able to finish it by the end of January. This row over here is actually the middle part of it. So I have a few more rows to continue going, and it's kind of like the middle of January. So hopefully I will finish it by the end of January. Yes, so I think up to here will be my whips. Okay, so for my plans, as I mentioned it, I do have a lot of like little things for like Valentine's and for winter, but I don't have like medium pieces. So there is one that I already kitted up that I had for a while in my stash, which is the Winter Rose Manor from Brenda Gervais. And it's such a gorgeous piece, especially the pink house, right? And it's a little bit intimidating for me to stitch that big house, but at the same time, it is what I really like about that piece. So I'm really looking forward to start this design. And the other one that I also have in mind is the Give Greatly by Silver Creeks. This one is so cute. It has like this cute snowman looking at the bunny or rabbit, and you know, they're sharing this carrot, or I don't know who's gonna take the carrot. But I thought that was also very cute. If I stitch this one, I'm actually considering to change the green colors to pink colors, maybe. I still don't know if I will do that. I do like that green. It looks very cute, but as I mentioned it, my decor is coming also kind of like pinkish, so let's see. Green will also be nice to have around here too. So those are my plans when I think about winter. But as we all know, Valentine's is coming too. So for sure I'm going to start stitching Big Heart by Tiny Town by Heart in Hand. I had this one also in my stash for a while, and for those who have been watching me, you know that I like to make this tiny house into drums. I still need to work on the finishes of my drums, but I'm going there. I'm always trying. So this is gonna be one of them. I really would like to finish at least stitching it by this Valentine's throughout the month of February. And also another one that I saw and I already have it is the what is the name? The Primrose Cottage. Sweetly Saying, I think. I hope is that correct. But anyway, this is also one of the freebies, and it's beautiful. It's so cute, and the combination of the colors is also cute. I'm just not too sure if I will have time to do it, but I would like to make some space to stitch this this pattern. It's very, very cute. So those are my plans when it comes to Valentine's. I'm trying not to start too many things because I want to spend some time to finish my sampler, my blessing sampler. I'm supposed to finish it by the end of January, and I would like to accomplish that. So I need to spend time with my sampler. So those are so far my plans. I'm also planning to participate in a small Spain sale by Merce. It's a little small freebie that we have to stitch. This time is very small. I will put a picture here too. So that one for sure I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be very easy to accomplish it as well. So I think that's for me until now. Yes. So I hope you continue enjoying your stitching, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. So until then, take care and keep stitching a lot. See you.